The January broadcast of the 2024 PlayStation State of Play may not have announced a new Resident Evil game like I smoked about a pound of hopium in preparation for, but it did deliver a pleasant surprise. There were only two anime games revealed. In all seriousness, Konami did reveal a new gameplay trailer for the Silent Hill 2 remake. The gameplay, admittedly, looked a little stiff to my eyes, but my Silent Hill opinion shouldn't carry too much weight because until today, I've never played anything from the series, and yet, I'm gonna buy it. Let's see why. Welcome, once again, to the Bio Lounge. Keep your weapons loaded and your coffee warm. My first and only experience playing Silent Hill is the gameplay I captured for this video. So why would I pay $70 for a remake of a game I barely played? This video would be too long if I tried to give it a full review, but to start, my first time playing Silent Hill 2, short a time as it was actually really awesome. Besides that, my experience with Silent Hill starts and ends with a few Let's Plays and top 10 lists as a kid back in the day on old school YouTube. Like most people, I've heard the legends of this series my whole life. Maybe that's enough to justify the purchase. But truthfully, I'd be lying if I said Resident Evil has nothing to do with it. On a Resident Evil channel? No way. Two of the most classic horror game series that ever get their names floated about are Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and that was before any of the modern RE remakes. These games are in a big way connected, not just in the conscious of the video game industry, but in the case of Silent Hill and its development. Legend has it, the internet has it, the first Silent Hill was a direct response to the success of the first Resident Evil. It was a psychological horror counterpart to Resident Evil's more grounded sci-fi horror. And since playing Resident Evil 2 Remake for the first time made me fall in love with the genre that both of these series fall into, I can't help but hope lightning strikes twice. The Silent Hill 2 Remake conjures thoughts of the Resident Evil 2 Remake for me, and probably a lot of people, and I'm sure that's intentional on Konami's part. If discovering the Resident Evil remakes could get me to actually play PS1 games for the first time, then I have faith that this game has potential as well. So, I'm getting it because I'm a Resident Evil shill? Mostly yes, but also no. My introduction to the genre of survival horror was genuinely world-changing for me. It may be dramatic to say, but I'd gotten really pessimistic about gaming in general before my first time playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. Survival horror as a genre needs to be supported. It disappeared from the industry once, and I can't let that happen here again in my own era. And I feel like just buying Resident Evil games isn't enough, since virtually half of all Resident Evil entries are in a different but adjacent genre, action horror. I want to show my support, in hopes that game companies increasingly see survival horror as a lucrative genre to release games under. Now, another question. Will I be pre-ordering it? No. A lot of people are against pre-ordering under any circumstance, but I believe in voting with your dollar. The other day, a friend let me try this new flavor of Lay's potato chips, sweet and spicy honey, and I went out and bought a bag just to support the product. Pre-ordering a game is a lot more expensive, obviously, but if I have a series or product that has proven over multiple entries to be of value to me, especially if most products in the industry haven't, then paying that little extra to get a silly hat or whatever other pre-order bonus that's offered might be worth considering. I pre-ordered RE4, and I'm likely to pre-order every RE game from here on out, as long as the quality is there. Silent Hill, however, especially in this soft reboot, is not a tenured series to me. I'll have to wait a few days to see if the Silent Hill 2 remake is ass. It's the responsible thing to do. Well, I'm all out of coffee, and I used up my last ink ribbon. If you watch this, I love you, and I'll see you at the next typewriter.